morning, everyone. It's Laura T. at Dream Deals 123 on eBay. I'm the Silver Owl Thrifter on YouTube. It's Casual Sunday. This will probably air on Monday. But okay, I made $250 last night. We're going to break it down and see how much was profit. First, I'm going to finish my story. This was supposed to be a simple answer to a simple question. What happened when you got out of the mental institution and got a full scholarship to college? Okay. So yesterday, to pick up where we left off, and again, my apologies if this cuts off. I have some suggestions for help with my storage problems, and I am going to work on them. But if we get cut off again, I'm very sorry. So I want to just try to tie this up because this is eBay. Although I know some of us, I feel like we're friends. So I feel. Anyways, here's the rest of my story. So I was getting ready to go out to the cafeteria. It was very lonely. It was the first semester of my junior year. And I always put a lot of makeup on and did my hair, and I was always very meticulous about the way I looked because, I had a lot of self-esteem problems. And so anyways, I'm getting ready, but I have this very strong urge to go. And I don't know how, just a feeling. I was like, just forget it. Don't put on any more makeup. You look fine. Go. And I go out there and I get on the elevator. And on the elevator is a very, very nice young man. And we get to talking. And we ended up having dinner together. And he was a graduate student on that floor. And he ended up telling me that they had a Bible study there once a week. And did I want to come? I was like, I'll check it out. And I go home that weekend, the weekend after that, and I go at my attic and I'm like, I think I have a Bible here somewhere. And so I go and I'm up there, and in with the box is also some old diaries I had when I had been drinking a lot and everything like that. And I started reading them, and I basically had this epiphany, kind of like, what are you doing these drugs again, taking speed? And I actually went and just threw them all away. I was also smoking at that time, and I ended up quitting smoking too. But anyways, to kind of finish the story about what happened with vet school, and I knew you'd be interested to know, did I ever quit the drugs? Yes, I did. And then I met the next summer. Okay, so I actually studied very hard, and it was very brutal, but I applied to vet school, and I actually got accepted to the University of Illinois College of Veterinary Medicine, which was one of the, just that accomplishment meant so much to me because I had just accomplished something. It was something real that I had accomplished in my life. And so anyways, but that summer with the church, I went to, they had this big 10-week long leadership training program. And I went to that, and I met a guy there, and we fell in love, and we were both, he was a PhD student at Indiana University, and I was at University of Illinois. And to make a very long story short, I decided to, I gave it a lot of thought. And to go back, I had, no, I'm not going to go into that. It's too long. I need to do a podcast or something about all this because there is a lot to it. But to make a long story short, I wanted to start a family. If I went to vet school, I would get out when I was 34 years old and then start a practice. And, it was, my priorities, had changed a lot during that time. And I just knew that I wanted to start a family. And I was in love, and we got married the next, I did end up not going to vet school. But like I said, that accomplishment is always something very, very, and I got accepted after 3 years too. So, but I was struggling. That was another thing, was I was just not 100% convinced that I would make it. And my motivation was gone. To be in vet school or med school, you have to be 100% for it. And I wasn't there anymore. So anyways, that's what happened. But my life was changed by all of those events. And I couldn't believe it if you had told me that years ago. Okay, now let's talk about what sold. All right, Bingley, you gotta move here. All right. I looked for this for a few minutes today because I was looking in the men's, because it is men's, but I had it in the women's. It's a American Eagle Outfitters vintage knit lambswool crew neck sweater, large striped green red. I paid $4 for this. They paid $25 plus $8 for a total of $33. I made $17. Here is a nice sale found in the lingerie nightgowns. It's a Olga small nightgown negligee 9295 ivory full sweep, and this is what I tell you, when it's got this really big full sweep gown like thing, that's what people like. So if you ever see that in the, not just this brand Olga, but any brand, that is very bolo-ish. Olga small nightgown. And they usually can find the tags on these at the side. And you can kind of see it looks vintagey. You know, sometimes these old gowns will have be made in the USA. That's another good quality. Olga small nightgown negligee, ivory full sweep, nylon satin body silk vintage. And I paid $4 for this, or $3. They paid $72 on a best offer. I had it for like $100, I think, or something like that. And $72 plus $6, they paid $78. I made $60 on that. There's money to be made in that pajama and lingerie department. Okay, this is Effie's Heart. I had never heard of this before. I think it's a plus size brand. This is 4X. I liked the tag, and just kind of a knit cotton blend, pockets, cute. A lot of them had very kitschy kind of stuff, like eyeglasses or poodles or something. This one is just sort of a floral. But it sold right away. I might have underpriced it. I tried to price it. Some of them were selling for, like $50, $60. I priced it at $29.99 and it sold right away. So I might have had it a little underpriced. So Effie's Heart dress 4X keyhole in front. Anthropology. Okay, it's Anthropology cottage floral 3/4 sleeve print. I paid $4. And they paid $31 plus $6 for $37, so I made $22 on that, and it sold overnight. This I've had for years, and I slashed the prices. It's like a World War II. Isn't this cool? World War II photo, panoramic. That's what this kind of photo is called, panoramic. 1918. Jennings Commodore St. Helens Training Station. So that I've had listed for 5 years, and that sold for, and I paid about $1 for it. It sold for $11 plus $5 for $16. I made $8 on that. And I had it at about double that, and I slashed the price. Where are we at? Okay, I think we're going to not run out of time this time, because I did have several that looked like pretty good. All right, I bought 3 of these Arrg shirts, all the same style but different patterns, and this is the first one I sold. So Arrg is good. It's got Arrg Tech Cold Series extra large red quarter zip long sleeve shirt, equestrian some hole. Paid $2. They paid $14 plus $6 shipping for $20, and I made $9. Had this for a long time. A Chico's little stretch top. Black and white Aztec print geometric cotton spandex 3/4 sleeve top 1. I paid about $1/4 for this. And they paid 8 plus 4 for a total of 8 plus 6 for a total of 14. I made 6 on that. All right, I sold, these are little cars, and they're little, I don't know where I got them, honestly, or why. Why? 6 of these 6 dinosaur head plastic pullback cars, toy monster trucks, and they paid $8. No, they paid $10 plus 5 for a lot of 6 of these. They paid $15. I made $6. They must have, I think they came in a big lot of something. Okay, this was a mistake. I just got these and just listed them about a week ago. Sanuk, which is a really good brand, and this is like a wilderness pattern. So Sanuk men's shoes, size 11, good size, tan print, wildlife fox bear camping vacation slip-on. I paid $4 for them, and I somehow put them on sale for 50% off, and I didn't mean to. Well, they sold right away. So they sold for $12. I had them at $24, which would probably be, I mean, $20 is probably more a good price for these. So anyways, that's all right. 12 plus 6, 18. So I made $6 on those because I did pay $4. So, and then I had these shoes on sale, and they sold, which is good. I've had them for many, many years. Kenneth Cole flats. Kenneth Cole flats, women's 9M, black suede, gold sparkle toe. Sparkle toe. So they sold for $12.